Hello everyone, welcome to another process video. I'm still working on 6x8 pocket pages, and these photos are from Salzburg, Austria. I took a trip there this past summer and I'm working through those photos. And on my last video, if you watched that one, I worked on the layout previous to this, and so you've seen this style of page protector already. This is one that I don't use a lot. I've been trying to use them up because it's just not my favorite. So whenever I feel like I have something that might possibly work in there, I try to grab it so I can just get them used up. So I have a picture of my friend and I together here with the Mirabell fountain in the background. So I definitely want to use that. I will probably do something over here since there's some dead space, or possibly up here in the sky. And then I have all these little 2x2 bits of photos that I have cut to fit in there. I've already selected that I'm going to use this paper in both of the empty pockets here that don't have photos. And I've already decided, since we were walking around the garden, that I will use some flower pieces. So here's one that's going to go in this pocket. Here's the other that's going to go here. This one's a little too big. I'm going to have to cut off a little bit. Might have to do that here too, depending on how I position it. But that's the basic page layout for that one. I'm really hoping, looking at this, that it's going to go quickly, because I've also picked out things for this side. I'm doing a full 6x8 page for this one, so I have just a plain piece of white cardstock for the background, and I have selected this paper to go on top, so the white will just be a subtle matte around the edge, and then I'll have this one. I figured it was a good match to the shirt I'm wearing. So, and there's lots of green anyway since it was a garden. And then this is a pre-cut 4x6 piece of paper. My plan is to do some research about Mirabell Gardens other than the stuff that's related to the Sound of Music scene that was filmed there. So I want to do something about the castle, a little bit about the gardens themselves, and then actually print it out on my computer and just send it through. But I haven't done that yet. So I'm really just using this as a placeholder to figure out what else I want to do to decorate the page. The first thing I did was I did attach the flowers. So I have adhered them, and then I just cut off the edges there. So those are ready to go. The next thing I'm going to do is to look for some things that I can possibly put on this photo. So I really need to go with kind of like a fuchsia or a red, probably, because those are the colors that are in the other photos here. Maybe a navy, because that's what my friend is wearing. Not sure. So I'm going to kind of stick to those colors and see what I find. So when I went into my stash to find something that might work, I pulled out this sticker book. It doesn't really have a title, it just says memory planning. One of the other ones I have is a seasonal one. This one just says memory planning, but it's from Me and My Big Ideas. It's really for the happy planner, but I just use it for general scrapbooking. But I found this. So it's got the dark blue that would match with her shirt and a little pink heart, which I love because there is some pink, you know, showing in there. And I did love it. We loved exploring the gardens. We loved hanging out as friends. It was a great time in the garden. So I'm going to use that one probably here in this corner so that it's opposite her shirt. For this left-hand page, I found some sweet little flower things in my stash, and I think I'm going to cut these apart, and I'm going to use part of it here and maybe a little bit of it here too, again just to bring in some more of that color. I added in the extra flowers there just for a touch of color, and I'm really happy with what it brings to the design. I think ties it all together a little bit better. The white on the craft just seemed kind of blah, so I definitely like this better. So I have that done. Now I'm going to see what I can add to the right side. So I also found these in my stash, and nothing is adhered, but I have them down to at least work on placement. This is a separate item. It was by itself, but I think I can put it on the top of there and it'll look nice. So I think I definitely want to include these, but it would still need something else, and I'm not sure if that's going to be washi, which I would not be able to put on until after the info is on there. But I almost feel like, let's bring this over again, like I feel like I need to bring in again some more of the color, which would be this dark pink or the red, something of that nature. So I am going to go into my washi and see what I have that might match. I think I forgot to mention, when I was off camera, I also switched these two photos. They had been the other way, and I decided I liked them better this way because I wanted to put on this silver geotag, and I think the silver goes well with the white on these flowers, brings out that aspect. So I did take care of that, switch those up a little bit, and that's good to go. When I looked through my washi, I came across this roll, and I love it because it's got that fuchsia color to it. It's floral already, plus it has a little bit of black in there, which I like. And even though I have navy over here, I think I can get away with it. It's not that in your face that it will be distracting. So I think what I will probably do is just take a piece, maybe run it across here, and then tuck this over like so. So I'm going to try that. I can always lift it up because I don't have this printed, but I want to at least try it and see if it will work. So I've torn off a little bit of washi, and I'm just going to set it down like so, as if I were ready to do everything here. And then I want to just overlap this. Ooh, you know what? No, I'd have to move this over a little bit. I don't like it quite so close to the right edge. I don't want it perfectly centered, I don't think, but just a little bit more in from the edge, maybe like that. Try it again. Whoops, I lost my flower. All right, got the flower back here, or the stem at least. So maybe do it like that, or overlapping with more of a tilt. I like it. Ooh, I like it like that, I think. And I don't think I want to do two pieces. It would be too much. I think I like it with just the one like that. And then after I print this, I would probably ink it in that same pink color, maybe something just a tad lighter to bring in that color as well. And then I would probably leave it, I think, because I really want the focus to be on the words on this page to talk about Mirabell and that experience and the history of it and that kind of a thing. So I think this is how it's going to look. So I'm going to put everything in the pocket on this side, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have everything in the pocket, and I do like it as it is. All I'll have to do is fill in the date. I don't remember by heart. I have to look that up, and then print this out. So when I do the flip through of this album, you'll get to see what it looks like with the finished wording on there. But otherwise, it came together quickly, and I'm happy with it. Thanks for watching.